Hi, I'm Paula Horan, and I'm really happy to announce today that I will be working very shortly at the end of February, the last weekend of February. I think it's the 26th, 27th, no, 24th, 25th, 26th of February with the International Center for Contemporary Consciousness. And what they're going to do is help me introduce my new program, which is Karma, the Call of Union, which is about bringing presence to your passion. And the real theme of this whole program is sexuality as a vehicle to awareness. You know, to really be awake and present in our life, we need to be open on a cellular level from head to toe. It's kind of like this. For many years, I've shared with my students that the only difference between a real Buddha and a human being is that a Buddha is totally open on a cellular level. In other words, you see, most of us, I read an interesting quote by a Rinpoche who described the human body as a pain body which is loaded with nothing but karma. Karma being memory from many past lifetimes. And of course, the main forms of karma are, number one, leftover desire from all our past lifetimes, and two, memories of traumas from past lives. And one of the things that I've seen in working with my advanced students for 30 years, with very special kind of work where I train my students how to look at a body, see where all the emotions are stored, basically where the karma is stored, and then how to go in using pressure point work and bring that out, bring these memories out. And what I have seen universally with hundreds of bodies that I've worked on is that every human being that I pressed into the pubic ramus or into the solar plexus had tremendous karma stored. Now, in these two key places, now of course the solar plexus is where we store all our power and wisdom issues, our desire for power, our resistance to power and wisdom. But the other place where everyone holds tremendous amount of karma is in the pubic ramus, in that bone. When pressed there, it's like so many memories come out, and not just of sexual trauma, not just of this life, but many lifetimes. And so you wonder, well, I don't have any sexual trauma. Nothing's bothered me this life. Well, let me tell you, you know, in different lifetimes, some of us have been soldiers, and we've raped and pillaged and done very awful things. And what happens, you see, is eventually, as my old guru used to say, when the circumstances for vasanas appear, vasana means karmic patterns, then the karmic patterns appear. And so, you know, we never know when that's going to happen. But the bottom line is that unfortunately the human race holds tremendous amount of sexual karma and trauma. And this is something that we all need to clear. We all need to take responsibility for our own quotient of karma, whatever kind it is, whether it's sexual, power and wisdom stuff, whatever it is. We need to complete that now so that we can help support everyone in this tremendous shift that's happening on the planet. And over the last 7 years, as I've offered EFT in addition to Reiki to help people clear a lot of this karma, many people have been coming out, and this is happening with my students in China as well, so much sexual trauma coming out of people, so that I was requested to please create a program just on completing sexual trauma. So this is what I'll be offering. In Rishikesh, I'm really happy to say, the very last weekend of February. And this will be, unfortunately, the only time I'll be able to offer this, because I will be going up into the Himalayas in June. I will offer one more program, which I've already mentioned, the Core Empowerment Retreat. But this special program in February is very extraordinary in that it will teach you how to complete all this heavy sexual trauma and shift your whole life so that you learn to use sexuality in a very sacred way. The truth is, everything in life is sacred. It's kind of a paradox. Nothing's sacred, but actually everything is sacred, including sexuality, especially because sexuality has to do with Kundalini energy, which is the energy of our life force. It's what enables us to be creative, to do everything in our life beside. And it's not just about having sex. There's so much more to it. So anyway, for those of you who have found sex, like me, to be such a great mystery and want to explore that and move beyond it, then I really encourage you to join us in February. Thanks so much for your attention.